Alright, hello everyone, welcome to BayernNow, the ultimate Bayern Munich fan channel. So, Florian Neuhaus, you know what, I don't care. If any of you're purely German, you're gonna come for me. That is not how you pronounce his name. I don't care. Look, I have known friends for 2 years, and for those 2 years, I didn't know their name. I would just say, what's up, dude, because I'm not good at names. I don't even know what my middle name is. Alright, now let's get into this. Florian Neuhaus, he's a player that plays with Mönchengladbach. Borussia Mönchen comeback. That's what they did to us. From 2-0 down to 3-2. I can't believe it happened, but you know what happens with Bayern? You know what happens when you beat Bayern? We take one of your best players that we really liked on that day. And Nahus is another one. 40 million, that's his release clause. I was actually talking about it this morning. I didn't know he had a release clause. It doesn't make sense that he does. 4-year contract left, but somehow he has a 40 million release clause. What if he became the best midfielder of all time and Gladbach sold him for 40 million? It didn't make any sense to me that he would have a release clause, but apparently he does. 40 million. I don't know why a club would do that, but 40 million. He's on Bayern's transfer list, our target list. You know what, man? We're doing a lot of movement, man. We're doing more movement than the Third Reich. Seriously, we're doing it, man. Is the Third Reich that military? Oh, wow, that's what it is? I thought it was Third Right. Like, right hand. Oh, so when I make those jokes, I'm actually talking about that? That's terrible. Wait, they only lasted for 2 years. Okay, we're doing more movement than the Third Reich. Where did that joke come from? I'm serious. I need a censor. Facebook, ban me, censor me. The words that come out of my mouth sometimes. I didn't even know what that meant. I needed to look it up. I was probably just going to go into post and cut this part out. I was going to search it up like, what joke did I just make? I do that all the time because I just say things and come up with references in my mind, but they don't make sense. Realistically, no one should be saying that. Alright, so he has a release clause. He wants to be in the Champions League. You know what? Every time I've watched this guy, he is so cozy on the ball. I think he's the German Thiago Alcantara. Now, I don't think he's Thiago Alcantara. Nah, don't get me wrong. He isn't. But he has this cozy touch. His shooting is sexy. He has some technical ability. I don't know. He's like a mix of a Portuguese player with German. I don't know. He just has that nice little playground feel to him. That's how he plays. And he's so good at progressing the ball, dribbling. He's okay at it in midfield. Man, I wish Football Slices was still available so I could actually show you his stats. But I can't. But he's just so cozy in possession, taking the ball from one end of the pitch to the other. And that's what we want. I think Bayern clearly need a midfielder that interprets the position in a completely different manner when you compare it to Kimmich or Goretzka. We need someone that can dribble their way out of situations. Kimmich passes his way out of situations. He occasionally just carries the ball forward. But do we have anyone where when they're getting pressured, they would turn on that pressure? We don't. We don't really. I was hoping that Thiago Dantas would be that. But Thiago Dantas is a hybrid of Kimmich and Thiago. I mean, his technique is just like Thiago's, but he doesn't do that dribbling or turning on pressure. But he is press resistant, just in a different way. Is Nahus that? I think just a little bit. But what I'm looking for is a Frankie de Jong. If we can get that, or Camavinga. I mean, Nahus and Camavinga are pretty close. I'd just say Camavinga is just more defensive. But, I don't know, we need that. We need that solution, that problem solving. I just hope that's what we're looking for. And yeah, so... Wait, Leon Dejaku's completing a loan move to Union Berlin. I mean, in other news, Zirkzee's not going anywhere. Hey, Bayern Munich really messed up last summer. We didn't let Zirkzee go on time and brought in Choupo-Moting thinking Zirkzee would have left. That deal fell through. Now all of a sudden we got all these crazy things, but I'm wishing good luck to Leon Dejaku. I hope he can become better and show me what he's good at. Yeah, so Neuhaus though, 40 mil. Is that nah, but 40 million, guys, that's a lot of money, isn't it? If you think about Camavinga, that's around 70 million, 60 million. He has a year left in his contract after this season, so he's going to be cheaper. Considering, the pandemic still going on, he might be cheaper than the 70 million or 80 million. People were saying 100 million. I don't think it's going to be 100 million. If we're going to buy Upa for 42 million and we're getting a right back or a left back, Omar Richards, apparently that deal is pretty much sealed, a pre-contract agreement. Hold on. So, according to The Guardian and Ed Aarons, there we go. Omar Richards is expected to sign a pre-contract agreement with Bayern that would lead to the Reading left back joining the European champions at the end of the season. Richards is in line to sign a 3-year deal at the Bundesliga club. So, again, you could see another situation. And considering, let's say Thiago Dantas bursts onto the scene and Roca stays. And also, on Roca, I loved hearing this. A source close to Mark Roca told Goal and Spox. Yeah, everyone who knows Mark knows that he's a tireless worker who does not give up. He's been in Munich for only 13 weeks. Guys, I told you, give Roca time, okay? You're writing him off like a freaking check. First of all, he's a human being, not some material, moneylistic thing, all right? He ain't made of plastic. He's not Kim Kardashian. Relax. Roca is a human. He's only been in Munich for 13 weeks and just moved into his new apartment in December. I think he'd be making enough money to just get a house. But yeah, he's making enough to get into his new apartment. I mean, I'm sure before he was just staying at a teammate's house, like a Javi Martinez or something. Do you think he wants to move on now? No chance. Absolutely fascinating. So we keep Roca, we keep Thiago Dantas. I'm sure all of you will still agree we need a midfielder that solves problems in a different manner. And when Roca gets into his form and Thiago Dantas rips up the show, you're all going to be talking about, oh, George was right about Roca. I'm sticking with Mark Roca, the first video on this channel. I'm doing it, all right? I hold these truths to be self-evident, that all Mark Rocas are self-evidently equal, okay? Mark Elon Musk rocket. That's all I care about. And Thiago Dantas, hopefully he stays. If he doesn't stay, that's going to piss me off. It really will. Because you didn't really give him a real chance if he's just going to leave at the end of the season. That pretty much just cancels out whatever he's going to do up to this point to the end of the season. So whatever Bayern plan on doing with him, it's stupid. Don't do it. Just don't let him go. So guys, that's the end of today's video. Neuhaus could be coming to Bayern. Very cozy player, can shoot from distance. Passing is great. Against us, every single pass Stindl made, I thought it was Neuhaus who made it. Because he plays like a younger version of Stindl. Stindl is amazing, and Neuhaus is very well developed in the midfield. I'm not sure what his best position is. I don't think he can play as a number 6. No way. Zakaria maybe can. Not a lone number 6. I think he can play in a double pivot, which makes more sense why we consider him. But as a number 8, maybe. Like a Goretzka with just different play styles. That's it. Thank you. Oh, Mia San Mia in peace. I'm not even going to bother editing this. I'm not.